We are almost halfway through the month of May, which seems kind of crazy, but here we are. I think we may have finally gotten past the 40-degree nights. I hope so. I've got some flowers I need to get in the ground, but I'm afraid that they're gonna freeze overnight. So I've been holding off, but I think that's gonna have to happen this weekend so I don't lose them. Um, it's been a long week since we were together last. It's been a lot of stuff going on for, I think, a lot of folks. So we're just going to do our normal Reddit stuffs because it's Thursday and that's what we do. Okay, that one's just going to have to get pulled out of my head. Sorry, there's one that I can see, but I can't find it. But I can see it. But as ever, when you guys get here, please say hey in the chat so I can say hey back. And do all of the normal YouTube things, like, share, subscribe. Please, please, please. I'm going to harp on this every week, guys, but please share. It really, really does help. Hi. Hi. Guess what I did today? Okay, so that is for Karen. This is for you guys too, because if you know me, you'll know that I'm a fairly independent person. If I can figure it out, I'm going to figure it out. So the rear hatch hinge, the right side on the back of my Explorer, decided it was not going to be attached anymore Tuesday. Yes. So I didn't really know what to do. It's kind of freaking out a little bit. Kind of freaking out a lot of it. Thankfully, there is a wonderful fox in my life who helped me get the hinges on their way. And I replaced one today. So my glass is in place. Now, there's like a button thing where the glass like actually connects, because like the hinge at the top is attached to the truck, and then there's a big piece and it's got like a little button thing that goes through and it holds it to the glass. That one's on there pretty good. So it's sitting with some stuff to help loosen it up. And probably not going to try between broadcasts to get that fixed tonight because I'm rambling now, which means we're going to go a little over and I'm going to get filthy again. Not really, but my hands will get gross and then I end up touching my face and then I have to redo makeup and we're just going to get glammed for the hearth. So I will do that tomorrow morning. But I'm really proud of myself and yeah, because I did it. And I only needed Dalton because my arm wasn't long enough to like hold the top when I was putting the screw in the new hinge. But I did that today. And yeah, the Foxy one, made sure I had the tools and the hinge. And yeah, because as I say, it's been a long week, but I'm here with you guys. I am feeling very loved tonight, which kind of makes our things even more. Okay, sorry. Scattered for just a second. Back on track. Back on track. It's Thursday. And you guys know that for the Reddits, I love if you guys like suggest subreddits for us to go to. And so I was talking to my Ashley on Monday about what we should do this week. And she said, well, Sunday was just Mother's Day, so why don't we do like mother-in-laws? Back on track. So yeah, I went searching because of course. And there is a subreddit called Mother-in-Laws from Hell, because of course there is. And I have a feeling some of these get switched over into like Am I the Devil's and whatnot. So that is what we're going to do tonight. I only pulled 4. Um, and they are all from the last week and a half. So we'll have maybe some updates, but definitely some comments. I do not have technically a mother-in-law. I have had one before. She wasn't from hell. She just was a mother-in-law. So there are just, you know, just sometimes. So we're going to read some of these tonight and see how bad these folks are. We'll do a little bit of judging because that's what we do. But other than that, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. And yeah, guys, definitely comment in the chat your thoughts and feelings on this, and we will discuss. Our first one is just from 3 days ago, and it is called "And Today I Thought It Would Be Different." My husband had to work a 10-hour shift today, so there were no plans for Mother's Day. Mother-in-law knew this 2 weeks in advance, and he told her he would take her out another day. Earlier, I sent her a quick text. Happy Mother's Day. She just responded hours later with, husband's name, should find a job where he does not have to work on Sundays. He can do so much better. I'm not responding. The job helps support our family. I work also, but I have the weekends off. His hours are crazy, but that's our reality, and we appreciate what we have. Thank you for reading. I just wanted to vent. I have limited contact with her, but I still sent texts on her birthday and Mother's Day. Anyways, hope y'all had a good day. I kind of was hoping for longer, but yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe she's lonely. Maybe this is a new job and he's used to, but let's see what some of the comments say. Yes. Your husband should schedule his job and your family's support around his mother's happiness. What a supportive mom. Sigh. That had 41 upvotes. Again, these are like really new. So, somebody said she's being selfish. Let her stew. If she can't appreciate the days he spent with her and be proud of him for doing what he needs to support the family he is making with you, she is an AH. Keep ignoring her. That got 64 upvotes, and OP said to that, thank you. I agree. My last straw was last Thanksgiving, 2025. She caused so much chaos as usual. This year was a new year for me, and this limited contact was working. Until today, LOL. I want to know what happened Thanksgiving. Anybody else? If there was like a straw that broke the camel's back, I want to know what it was. Somebody commented on her, just pulled from it. She responded hours later with, should find a job where he does not have to work on Sundays. He can do so much better. Wow. So his life and what job he takes should revolve only around her. Wow. The selfishness is strong with this one. Ridiculously so. Can you see it at a job interview? Well, I can't work weekends. My mom will get angry at me if I don't take her out to eat on Mother's Day. Yeah, ridiculous. I call M's Day. So I don't know all of the acronyms. I call M's Day, and oh, okay. MILFH. So mother-in-law from hell's birthday. My mother-in-law from hell's high holy days. She's dead now, which helps. Until the day spouse sent her. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm not responding. Wisdom. Absolutely wisdom. I have limited contact with her, but I still send texts on her birthday and Mother's Day. We did that. Even after we went to email only contact. Email only contact? Until the day spouse sent her a lovely birthday greeting, and she responded with venom, blame. More venom, more blame. Spouse read that, turned to me, and said, I'm done. And never saw her or talked with her again. Didn't even go to the funeral because by then, brother in law from hell had taken over her attacks on us. I had to stay low contact, email only, and one meeting a year for the next decade, but that's another story. Still, I did limit contact to just that one topic. Wow. Somebody else says, what is it with people like your mother-in-law who can't accept that we don't all work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday? I bet your mother-in-law expects stores to be open evenings and weekends and goes out to dinner sometimes. Does she realize the employees serving her would like to be home? Don't even get me started on the awful hours that first responders work to keep us safe. My thanks to all who work non-traditional hours. Yeah, they're hard. They're really hard, especially if you have kids. And yeah, second shift specifically, I feel for second shift workers because you're going in like an hour before you get off school or your kids get off school, and then you don't get home until 10:30, 11:30, midnight. So what, you get 5 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep before you got to wake the kids up again? Yeah. I struggled with second shift. I really did because I'm just awake early and I was not getting any sleep. Okay. Sorry, my own tangent. Of course. Yeah, that was a short one. Yeah, it just sounds like she's a snarky little something. But the next one, my hero husband. This one looks juicy, meaty. Okay. So this was 6 days ago. My mother-in-law and I had an amazing relationship. We'd hang out together a lot, had lunch together, baked together, etc. I've been married to her son for 5 years. Then something snapped in her brain and she accused me of making unkind comments about her daughter, which I never did. Her daughter has aggression problems and I've been supporting her for years. Advice, support, just someone to vent to. Not only to her daughter, but also to her. Let's call her daughter Sarah. So Sarah has a child now, a newborn, and she expressed that she's not able to deal with her baby because it won't stop annoying her. Annoying her? Okay, reserving judgment till the end. But we may have a postpartum problem going on here. Okay. She mentioned that her husband, James, takes care of the baby on his own. So I said, wow, James, I'm so proud of you. My mother-in-law then messaged me on Facebook and accused me of picking sides and supporting James instead of Sarah, and that I should look in the mirror because I'm not perfect either. That she could give me tips and tricks on how to support people with mental health problems. Well, we should, but OP didn't say that she said anything about Sarah. She just gave James a little bit of an attaboy. She also mentioned she's a lioness, LOL, and that nobody touches her children. Oh, puke. Puke. Anyway, at the end of her long rant, she also asked me to keep her message between her and I. Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You can say whatever you want as long as you back it up. Yep, I absolutely did say that. Yep, that's how I feel. Okay. Good. Now I know. No. Obviously, I didn't. I told my husband right away. Good. Yep, absolutely. Get the big dog in. I was also extremely hurt because I never expected her to attack me like this. I've been so kind to that woman for years. I tried to be the perfect daughter in law. I'll bet. Sounds rough. Okay, hold on. Wait, I want to know what your husband did. It honestly makes me cry a lot, and I've been having a lot of stress and fight or flight feelings. So my husband called her and said, "This is the first and last time you talk to my wife like that. You're making up stories in your head about my wife. Don't ever talk to my wife like that again, especially not through Facebook." That's right. If Sarah had a problem with my wife's comment, she could tell it to my wife herself. I have a feeling he was like using her name. You're defending a 35-year-old woman. She's old enough to stand up for herself. My wife did nothing wrong. What a hero, right? Yeah. Yes, this is what we respect until there's disrespect. And I can take a lot. People, yeah. We've kind of all developed that either thick skin or discernment about when people's comments are just nasty for the sake of nasty. But yeah, I'm so glad your husband stood up to his mom like this. Hold on. Mother-in-law mother-in-law hung up on him after accusing me some more about being against her daughter. I hope she enjoys her Mother's Day tomorrow. It's honestly such a shocking situation. I still can't comprehend it. I hope my body calms down soon. Okay, so there's one thing that stuck out to me because you said it at the beginning and then again at the end. You didn't refer to Sarah as your husband's sister. You referred to Sarah as his mother's daughter. So that kind of tells me a lot. Or I'm just reading into things. That never happens. Yeah, I need to know more. Okay. I think we're going to get some more context. Fuzzy Mushroom 1933 said, "Your husband is a keeper. If all of them were like him, this sub would be pretty empty. But unfortunately, there are too many mommy's boys out there." OP says, "He has a history with her. She's been unstable when he was a child, so he's been aware of the things she's capable of. I wasn't aware. I really thought we had this amazing bond, but it was all fake. My husband right away told me, 'You are not in the wrong, and you've done more for me than my mother ever did for me. I'm with you.'" Swoon. You love a stand-up guy. You love a guy who gets it. It's our team. It's our team first. As soon as we decide we are a team, it is our team first. And we can love and support all of these other people, but it's our team first. We got to have each other's back. Sorry, that's my own little preachy moment. Confident Ocean. Y'all's names just crack me up sometimes. Said, "I'm so glad your husband has your back. I hope he never changes." She was bold to say, "Keep this between us." She must know she was doing the wrong thing. That's what I was saying. If you truly think you're in the right, shout it. Shout it out. Stand behind what you said. Sorry, guys, you're tucking away. So yeah, I like your husband. I'm glad he did that. I wish he would have given you more of a heads up, but he probably, I'm sure he didn't want to like taint your opinion of his mom. And then she just was carrying on this charade for 5 years or longer because you guys have been married for 5 years, right? Yeah. So The rest of that comment says, I'm dying to know how she will be spending Mother's Day too. OP says, I think it's very strange she asked me to keep it private, as if I wouldn't talk to my husband about it, LOL. It's his mom. Very weird. Somebody commented to that, I'm guessing she asked you to keep it private because she knew your husband would defend you. And by the way, good for him. He's a keeper. He sure is. He sure is. Yeah, so it's just lots of more people. Oh, so most of these were just telling OP what a good job she did, but there's a big meaty one down here. So, blueberry yogurt cup. Again, you guys, these are awesome. Blueberry yogurt cup. She's attacking you now because you took a stand that she didn't like. And you didn't. You didn't even do anything in the first place. This is what I don't understand. Like, where is she getting the idea that you were being mean to Sarah? I didn't see it. So maybe I missed something. Maybe you missed, I don't know. But yeah, like maybe you didn't tell us something, but all you did was tell James, great job. Way to help out with a newborn baby that you're, I mean, you didn't even say what I want to say right now, which is you didn't have to do it all, but your wife was doing nothing. So you went against the ridiculous stereotype of a new dad doing nothing, and you were having to do it all. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to read Blueberry Yogurt Cups because OP has a comment on that, and then we're going to go to the next one because I'm getting fired up about this one. That's all it takes with mother-in-laws from hell. As long as they believe you are compliant, they think they can control you. But you had an opinion that pissed her off, so to her dysfunctional thinking, that now makes you an enemy, not a supporter to her. She's showing you who she really is after years of giving you her company manners and wearing that nice mask. Go ahead and drop all the ropes with her. It's okay to say no when she realizes you won't crawl and begs to have you like her again. She probably expects you to apologize for objecting to her cruelty towards you. Many mother-in-laws from hell expect this. Do not do this. Because if you do, it's only going to keep the cycle going where she plays nice, then attacks, and expects you to take it and do nothing to protect yourself, but to rug sweep and pretend your pain isn't harmful to you. Rug sweeping. The preferred tool of the people pleaser. It's okay to say, no, we won't be attending your holiday party because you still have not admitted that your cruelty in May of 26 was wrong behavior for you to do to me. When you are ready to apologize, we can start to work on rebuilding the trust you broke and the relationship you destroyed that day. OP said to that, thanks for that, with a little heart. I feel like this whole experience was such an eye-opener. She used to say I was a daughter to her, but now I realize it was all make-believe. I'm nothing to her and probably never have been. I don't think I can trust her again or be close to her again. And that sucks. That really sucks. But I mean, thankfully, you know, your husband's going to stand by you. And if you're like, look, we're not going to your mom's and I don't want to talk to her, he's going to be like, thank God. I've been trying to do this for 2 years. So let's see, we're going to, oh, we got time. So this next one is just called Mother-in-Law from Hell. And it's short, but there's a couple of chunky comments. So, why are mother-in-laws always a problem? And why do they see Mother's Day as a personal mission to be as selfish and difficult as possible? I feel like they always just want to ruin the day, or in my case, the whole weekend for their daughter-in-law, even though we are the ones in the trenches with very young children and really need a day to be spoiled and celebrated. Please tell me I'm not the only one that has these problems constantly. I know that you're not. I know that you're not. And That stinks. We didn't grow up in the same town as either set of my grandparents. So everything had to be planned in advance. It wasn't just like a given. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys, I'm not sure what happened. So long owl underscore number 2, excuse me, long underscore owl underscore 2 from 8 days ago. I need more context, but maybe there's some in the comments. Let's check it out. Immediate Force 594 said, I'll tell you why some mother-in-laws become such a problem. It's because they try to turn their sons into flying monkeys. And when a good wife comes along and helps him wake up to the manipulation, the mother-in-law struggles because she's losing the control and power she used to have over him. That's why Mother's Day suddenly becomes such a ridiculous issue. It's the one day some of them will do absolutely anything to try and grab that power and attention back. Ooh. I'm not sure. Okay. So let's just see what OP says. Yes, this is it. My husband and I have been setting these boundaries for the past 6 years, and she still has to turn everything into a crap show. Even something as simple as a meal at her house becomes an argument because we don't do exactly what she wants. Mind you, she purposely chooses a time when she knows doesn't suit our kids, who are 3 years and 11 months, just so when we say no, she can play the victim. Yeah. Oh, I think our first OP commented on this. My husband's working Mother's Day, LOL, means I'm free to spend the day in peace. That would be funny. I need to go back and look. Hee hee. Really, nah. 75 said they still want to feel like the number one woman in their child's lives. When another woman comes into the picture, whether it's her son's girlfriend, fiance, wife, or their daughter's mother-in-law, it doesn't matter. She will still feel the need to be the most important woman. And if there are grandchildren involved, it can get so much worse. That's why all the mother-in-laws from hell will tell their children to bring the grandchildren over and leave the spouse at home. Okay. Okay. I'm going to give one little piece of advice. I'm going to give a request. If you and your spouse don't both feel comfortable going to a place, or going to the in-laws, I think it's very important for you to ask your spouse why and listen when they answer. I don't like anybody saying, well, just bring the kids over and leave so and so at home. Now, if your wife on Mother's Day or your husband on Father's Day said, the one thing I want is just the whole house to myself, then go do it. But be careful what you say. Just be careful what you say. We're giving wifey, we're giving husband a relaxation day, and we are here to spend this day with you. Just be kind about what you say about your spouse. Don't add fuel to the fire. Seems like something easy to say. And if you have children-in-law, that means your child has started a new family. And maybe you can start new traditions, but they're going to be traditions for them. And hopefully you guys will all get along to the point that you can do something together. But maybe like The OP from, or the husband from our first story said, I'm sorry I have to work today. I'll take you out on another day. You have to be flexible when your children grow up. You just have to. You just have to. Okay. My little whatever over. Because this one, guys, this one. My mother-in-law keeps a hate journal. This is from 9 days ago from winter underscore tension underscore 8679. The title is exactly what it sounds like. She writes down every incident that wasn't to her liking with dates and times so she can hold on to grudges forever. How sad and pathetic. She has a love-hate relationship with boundaries. She loves them for when she needs them, but hates them when other people require boundaries from her. She told us she broke up her friendship with her best friend back in the day. I found that. Oh, wait, hold on. She told us that she broke up her friendship with her best friend back in the day. I found out that her best friend broke their friendship because my mother-in-law was borrowing money to fuel her coke habit. What? Well, that took a turn. Yikes. Lord, I hate this woman. Ooh, 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 just gets juicier. Edit. Her best friend is now my father-in-law's new wife. They got married quite recently. I'm glad they connected. Connected? They knew each other. Oh my gosh. Maybe. Or maybe their friendship was already over and then these two just happened to meet. In some sort of like really great meet cute. And then they discover that they have this crazy coke using person. And sorry. OP says, take that, mother-in-law. And honestly, good for him. Because this woman is just amazing. There is something in this room that is making me sleepy. Because I was doing this last night, guys, and I'm really sorry. I don't know if it's sleepy or just yawny. I don't know. But anyway. And honestly, good for him because this woman is just amazing. The complete opposite of my mother-in-law. Also, for context, there was no overlap. Mother and father-in-law, who was a really stand-up guy, divorced over 20 years ago. Okay. Zealous Ideal Bat 708 said, this is hilarious. How did you find out about the book? Yeah. OP says, she once told me when she was drunk. That's insane. That's insane. Somebody else says, oh my gosh, I'm sure mine does too. Because it's amazing she forgets everything that I've ever brought up, but remembers years and years of detailed events where she was upset at something I had done or said. I was amazed at the selective memory, but now realize she too must have had a hate journal. I wonder if that's like, okay, so I wonder if that's from when like journaling first became something that a lot of like therapists and counselors and whatnot were starting to use. And they just took it the wrong way. And instead of journaling, they're just like, you not believe what this woman did to me today. And it's dated. And they probably, okay, was it the Jim Carrey Grinch? I think it was where he's going like through the Who phone book and like despise, utterly loathe or something. I don't remember. I think I might be making that up, but if I'm not, please tell me that I'm right. And if I'm wrong, correct me. But like, that's what I imagine. Like, um, just like, okay, well, the live is done. Let's see. Who are we going to hate the most today? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Remember when Brenda looked at me at the grocery store? Not quite the right look. I hate Brenda. That seems insane. Oh my gosh. Some people need a better hobby. They just do. But with that, some just couple of that I just don't understand. I just don't understand. But yeah, I hope you, if you have in-laws, I hope they are sweet and wonderful people who have just taken you in as part of the fold and love you like their own children. Um, if that is not the case, I hope that your spouse has your back. If that is not the case, I'm not sure. Go no contact. Make plans with your parents when your spouse is trying to make plans with their parents. That way you're not sitting at home alone. I don't know, but this is madness. This is madness and it has to stop. Maybe not because it gives us stuff to do on Thursdays. But anyway, thank you for hanging out with me today and every Thursday or whenever you're watching or listening to this. Leave a comment to let me know what other subs you want me to check out. If you have some good stories, please send them to me. You can link them here and I'll find them. I think maybe the 28th we'll do a no sleep or two because we have a blue moon this month. We have a blue moon this month. So, and that's on the 30th. So maybe we'll do some no sleeps or something spooky or something to celebrate a blue moon. And maybe I'll sing the song as an intro. Maybe. We'll see. I know Karen's going to say yes to it, but it might take a little bit more than her to convince me. But anyway, guys, thank you so much again for hanging out with me. Like, share, subscribe, do all of the things. Leave some comments. I'll get back to you through the comments, or we'll talk about it here next week. Next Thursday, 7:30.